Welcome back to episode 2 of the SBS Fantasy Football Show hosted by the Wagner Bros. I'm joined by my brother. He's not going to say his name. And my name is Richard. You can call me Dick Cheney, Big Rick, Ricardo, anything you want. Today's episode is a very cool episode. It is the top 20 running back rankings. The first name that is on the board that you could see is pretty crazy is Kyren Williams. Sports has him as his running back 2, 6 spots above ECR. For those of you who don't know, ECR is what these rankings are against. ECR is expert consensus rankings. All the experts in the industry combine their rankings, and that gives you the ECR ranking. And then if it's green, we have it higher than ECR. If it's red, we have it lower. And this is half
Are you
point.
gonna do this every time? You're gonna explain this every time?
Yeah, definitely. Unless
Okay.
unless they
No, no,
say
no. Yeah, I really like that idea.
unless it's yeah, unless somebody shows up to my house and like threatens me to stop, I probably
You want me
won't.
to tell them should I comment your address
Yeah,
in
you
there?
could. Why don't you just say it right now? Why would you have to comment?
Because like my parents are there. I don't know.
So what's the difference?
I don't want them to do anything to them.
Yeah, Kyren Williams, half point PPR basketball. So you are reaching for the moon. Boris, why do you have him as your running back 2?
Honestly, if he didn't get injured last year, I think he could have finished over CMC. I think he was leading. I think he was like number one before he got injured. I mean, he's explosive. He's just like CMC where he gets 30, 40 points a game pretty easily. I mean, they use him for, I mean, like he's a target machine. He's a horse, target horse, Trojan horse. Is that what it is? Trojan horse. Um, they should sponsor us, huh? Because
The
because
condoms?
the Trojan condoms like are really, how like when you're practicing when you were younger practicing like safe sex, even though like I didn't really practice it, but
Practicing
that's
sex
what.
sex.
Yeah, say safe sex. You put the condom on bananas to try it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, us being a banana company, like it makes sense.
Well, how would our bananas get spoiled then? If you got protection, they're not gonna spoil.
Hmm. Well, we'll figure that part out.
Sorry, Trojan. Does it's not a good fit.
No, it's a good fit as long as they pay
You
us.
get it? Oh, it's not a good fit.
But yeah, I mean, I don't fucking buy into the rookie. Like I get the rookie is good. They compare him as a very similar build to Kyren. He's a good prospect, but Rams aren't here to fuck around. They're here to win a championship. They have all the pieces to do so. Even though they got Donald retired, they got some really good pieces on the defensive side. So I mean, like they're here to win. So I mean, they trust Kyren. Kyren has shown to do it. He's good at protecting the QB. So I mean, I just don't see it. I just don't see a scenario where if he's healthy, he's not going to be a top 5 running back. So I do think he's going to be yeah, he's going to finish really well.
Yeah, I like Kyren a lot. I have him 3 spots above ECR. I just it's hard to put him above Bijan, Brees Gibbs.
Have they shown it? Have they proven it for a whole
Yes.
year though? Have they? Oh, they have. Oh,
Well, I mean,
oh, show me. Oh, show me.
if you look
Oh,
at
show
it,
me.
they
No,
had
what am I looking at? I want to see. What am I looking at?
if you let me
If
speak, they had
oh,
crazy stretches of
crazy stretch. Like so they
40,
do
50
real
point
nice
games. And
stretches
and
when they're
and
injured.
and if we look at the situations of what happened, Rams add Blake Corum, Kyren Williams did get banged up himself. And then we look at the other offenses. You look at Bijan getting Kirk Cousins. You look at Brees Hall finally getting Aaron Rodgers.
You're talking about two situations of like I mean it makes sense for them to make that leap as
They
opposed
don't,
to
but they're not
as
making.
opposed to Kyron that already showed that he clearly he can do
Okay,
it.
first of all, if we're already starting with you hitting the table, fair warning, first one. Second of all,
Sorry, Dad.
you're asking, they're not making any leap. Bijan and Brees Hall are already talented running backs.
Oh, I mean, talented running
up
backs.
40,
Are
50
you are
point
you
games.
wait? Talented running backs are not. Are you telling me like starting running backs aren't talented running backs? Is that what you're saying? Like
Yes, not every
clearly,
starting. running back is a
I
talent.
mean, I know they're talented. What I'm saying is like if I'm gonna get
I'm
them,
saying fantasy production wise, they've already proved that they're 40-point game players. They could easily do
I
that.
don't.
And
They haven't
they did
proven
that
that they're
with bad offense.
consistently can do it. I wouldn't say that.
No, they got injured. That's or they had bad
They
offense.
got injured.
Yeah.
They have right, but so I'm
But
saying
Kyren
like they
Williams
haven't
got
shown
injured too.
a full season
I
of
would
more.
I would say that doing fantasy based off injuries is very like just a bad way to think about it.
I agree with that, and
Everybody
that's
can
why
get injured.
Kyren got injured. So clearly, I'm saying that, but he played majority of the season, and he's proved, and he like
So
before he got
why'd they go ahead and draft Blake Corum?
because maybe Kyren gets injured again.
So it seems like they already
So what I'm
forecasting.
saying, let's they're probably thinking, okay, like let's think about the future. Let's think about situations where like maybe he gets injured. Maybe they maybe deduce his workload a little bit, but yeah, I mean to me, Kyren like he's still fucking
Yeah,
young,
Kyren
bro.
Williams, like what round was he drafted in, or was he undrafted potentially? Compared to Bijan, who was like a top 10 pick. Fuck, gets concussed. Yeah, Kyren Williams is this better running back.
It's the fact the thing is the Rams are like the number one offense that you want to be part of, right? That's like the number one offensive system, right?
Jeez.
They rack in points. And yes, I'll give you the talent is there compared to Kyren Williams, but clearly in that offense and their schemes, McVay is like a monster and Kyren, yeah, I mean, clearly we're spending so much time on just one person, but I love the Rams. I think personally, I think it's a slap in the face to where Kyren Williams is going in the draft. It just makes no fucking sense. So
Yeah, I'd agree. He was going very high. He was going at the 1-2 turn, but I think the injury and Blake Corum, there has been a lot of hype on Blake Corum in the in camp, so I think those two things haven't helped him out too much. Second guy, we got Devon Achane. I have him 5 spots above ECR. Boris has him 4 spots. Yeah, I just think Devon Achane is the guy you probably need to win Best Ball Mania. If we want to talk about 40-50 point games, that guy can do it in a quarter. Uh,
yeah, literally.
so yeah, him
Like he
and
doesn't need anything. He's like a Debo, right? Like give him like very, very few touches, like get him a few targets, and I mean he can explode.
yeah, like it is concerning they drafted a rookie, but Raheem Mostert's a year
But
old.
he's also I think he was in the like a fifth round rookie, fourth round.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think 4th round. I don't think it's too concerning. And yeah, I mean, I would say the biggest knack is staying healthy, right? Like he's not your average running back.
but we don't care about health.
No, but he's
We
in a
don't care about health.
no, but I'm saying like he's in a position where he's not going to get 25 carries a game. That's not who like what he's designed for. So it's like, can he do it in the limited amount of carries?
I mean, Mostert is like 69 years old, and he had one of the best seasons of all last year,
Yeah.
right? Scored like 69 touchdowns. He also didn't get like a crazy amount of carries, especially like later in the season, and he still was able to rack a lot of TDs and points. So I mean, he just does like as long as he can stay healthy. I mean, also just an easy top 5 RB.
Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah, he's pretty crazy. One honorable mention, Isiah Pacheco. Only 2 spots above ECR for me. Boris has him 4 spots below ECR. Honorable mention, I think Pacheco should be a top 5 running back, but there's a lot of good running backs. I realized making this list. But
What
yeah,
do you have him? What do you have him overall?
I have him 8th. It's just hard to put him like I can't put him over guys like Kyren and Achane. And Saquon's the dude who came one above him. Even though I hate the Eagles offense, it's just Saquon's one of the most talented running backs. And then he was on the freaking
Is he
Giants.
talented, or honestly, did he just mesmerize us with his calves? Like when he came into the season, everybody was like, "Holy fuck, his calves are as big as like some
Yeah,
tits."
he probably sucks. He probably got the NFL job because of his calves.
I mean, he
To be
probably
honest.
modeled. You know how there. What is that movie's with Ben Stiller when he was a hand model with the
Oh,
hand modeling?
I think I know what you're talking about, but I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
yeah, yeah. Like the fuck it. It's a classic movie, funny as fuck. Is it Zoolander or I forget what movie, but he was like this guy's a calf modeler. So like,
Yeah, nice. Uh, yeah, no, I just think he's Saquon. But Pacheco, I feel like he's gonna get you like 20 points a game easy.
I don't know. I think he's gonna have regression. I think he's gonna have a lot of regression in my
Well,
opinion.
the reason I'm saying that is because they used to have McKinnon. McKinnon would be taking the pass catching order. Now who's their second running back?
Don't you dare disrespect
Yeah, CEH.
Clyde Sech.
CEH is smaller than me.
Sech. Listen to me.
Who was
Okay.
a first
Let me
round
just say
pick
something.
and became the third round running back?
Let me say something. My man Mahomes said I want Sech with my first round pick. I trust in Mahomes. Okay. He's just
Over Jonathan
he's a
Taylor.
late bloomer. He's a late bloomer. He'll come back. He'll be
Yeah,
fine.
super comeback. But yeah, there's no way Pacheco regresses. I think he's gonna have a monster season. I would say the next dude, I don't even know. I think Boris was drunk making this list. He put James Conner 13 spots above ECR. Surprisingly, his third biggest jump above ECR. There's two players who are even higher. Bigger
Yeah, I
difference.
mean, listen.
But James Conner, yeah, what's going on with that?
I would say I don't think there has been a season where that motherfucker ain't injured. So he is the epitome of what you call an injury prone dude. But funny enough, like when he is injured, he always comes back, right? So you just kind of hope, right, that he gets injured in the beginning of the season, comes back like he did last year and just fucking annihilate. I mean, his last games were like, 30-point games, like crazy amount of touches, crazy amount of yards. And yes, there's a rookie, right? Trey Benson. Oh my God, I'm so scared of you. No, get the fuck out of here. They've announced it that they have confidence in Connor. I just hit the table again. They're gonna use him, and that I don't think they've ever had a good of an offense as they have now, around Kyler Murray. So I'm very fucking excited. I think, they could potentially make the playoffs. Crazy enough. And yeah, man, I'm just really fucking excited. And I think Connor can have a lights out year.
Love James Conner. Don't love him to put him above put him above guys like Jonathan Taylor and Saquon Barkley and Isiah Pacheco. But hey, a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
I mean, listen. Last year, for example, right? Did you think Rashad White would finish like, in the top 10? No, I think he finished fifth in half PPR.
Yeah, I'm saying, of course, there's gonna be players, but
statistically, trust me, and you'll win your fucking.
I don't think.
Like realistically, like follow me. I will be your fucking like. I don't know. Like it's hard for me to be like, hey, like listen to me. I'll be your master to win your money. But like realistically speaking, like yeah, like if you listen to me, like I'll help you win.
And what have you won in the past?
Like a lot of money type things.
Just checking. So then we got Boris Zach Moss, 14 spots above ECR.
Love him.
Yep, let's hear it. He's not even on my list.
You're telling me a guy that balled out on the Colts. Yes, the Colts had a good offensive line, but bro, like what the fuck was that team last year? I mean, horrendous. He balled out. He did good. I just think he's, if Burrow's healthy and that team is healthy, right? I just think he's in a really good situation. I think, yeah, I think he's just gonna have an amplitudes amount of times to actually like score a lot of TDs, have a lot of, like Burrow's not gonna really run in and have these rushing touchdowns. So I just think he's in a perfect situation, and yeah, man, I think he's gonna fucking do it. That's it.
I can see it. We got Gus.
And I do not believe in Chase Brown. I think he's not good. Like he's not a good running back. So
yeah, I like Zach Moss. Gus Edwards, 21 spots above ECR. What's going on there, buddy?
Oh man, I think he's like the latest running back you can get who, has potential to be the RB1. I mean, not the RB1, sorry, the team's leading back, right? Who else is there?
Everybody has the potential.
No, I'm just saying, like they're saying, right, as of right now, the way he got paid, the way it's looking, right, he's the starter.
I'm hearing stuff about J.K. Dobbins.
I mean, whoever's telling you that shit clearly has a lot in stake. He probably put $1 million on his basketball teams.
Probably has
After a shit ton of J.K. Dobbins, probably is injecting a lot of like fucked up shit into J.K. Dobbins for him to be like a lot healthier, and so like he doesn't have all these crazy injuries every year.
Fucked up shit,
but I'm saying the way they paid Edwards, clearly, as of right now, to me, Edwards is the guy. He scored a gazillion touchdowns last year. He's in a really beautiful spot right now. It's going to be a run. I do think it's going to be a run first team. I think it's crazy the disrespect that Herbert gets. I think the offensive players that Herbert has, the wide receivers, the weapons he has, are better than people think. And I just think that team will score a lot more points than people have them pegged to score. So I'm
Yeah,
really excited. I'm really excited for Edwards. I'm just saying, like, Eckler, we know what Eckler can do, right? I'm not saying Edwards is Eckler, but like Eckler did what he did when it wasn't even a run first team. Like, this is going to
I
be
mean,
a
Eckler
run
caught a
heavy
lot
team.
of balls.
Yeah, I don't see why he can't catch any
I
balls
don't
here.
think Gus Edwards catches.
We're going to fucking catch. He's going to catch the ball. He will.
All right. Yeah, I mean, he'll do whatever you say he will do. I believe it. Last person on the list, uh, you know, just to have fun trash talking, Travis Etienne, you have 10 spots below ECR. I have him 5 spots below ECR. But yeah, I think that the Jacksonville Jaguars are in store for a bit of a better year. I just think Tank Bigsby is
I'm
gonna
sorry, who was that?
Tank Bigsby is gonna be put more into the offense. I mean, the dude fumbled twice, they kind of didn't trust him after that. But I mean, you don't take a rookie. They took him pretty high, like to just give up on him after 1 year. And they were saying that they want Travis Etienne to do less of the workload. Uh, I think last year he was just getting crazy workload. I mean, I don't think he is a crazy running back. Like he is
He
talented.
is. He
I
was
will give
actually
it to him.
he had like I mean, he finished really well.
Yeah,
Like he finished, actually, I think he finished like third overall or something like that. He balled out, but like the second half of the season, he just like crashed.
yeah.
Horrible yards per carry. Like,
I
he
mean, that
just,
whole team,
yeah, that whole team just
bad.
fucking just I just think right now in basketball, personally, like, he goes pretty fucking high,
Yeah, he goes high.
honestly. I'm just kind of scared that whole offense. I think they're gonna do pretty well. I like Brian Thomas, right? I like Brian Thomas. I like the pieces around him. I like Kirk, but I just think they're still in like this weird rebuilding place. And Etienne, though he has the skills, I don't know if they're going to use him properly. I don't know if he's going to be as efficient to just you know to draft him there, honestly.
Well, yeah, one last guy. I lied. Josh Jacobs. You have him 7 spots below ECR. I have him 1 spot above. Why the Josh Jacobs thing?
New system. Um, I don't know. I just I
Because yeah, I was initially not liking him too, but the more I'm realizing, like, he is going to one of the best offenses in the league at this point. In the Packers, and he was been playing on the most shittiest offenses ever and getting shit done.
I agree. They've just been using a lot of committees on Green Bay, right? Like, they used
Yeah,
Aaron
but they
Jones, but I'm just saying they just got a rookie. Like, they're really high on this rookie. Just so you know,
yeah.
they really are. He's showing a lot of capabilities and
Yeah, but
stuff. And
that's
I just
because
think,
the rookie's like he's bigger and they're doing stuff without pads. So he like looks better. Like
yeah, and honestly, I heard that he's so big and strong, he won't even need pads
yeah.
when he plays the
He's
game.
gonna be the first person to play
He's going
without
to be the first and the last, probably.
pads.
But yeah, I just think they use the committee a lot. I think it's a new system. I like Jacobs. I think, again, he's just going way too high in drafts, where I just think, like, it's a boom or bust. Like, I can see him balling, but I could easily see him just like crap, like, just not doing as people think he's gonna do.
But yeah, guys, I think that's been an amazing episode 2. If you made it this far, again, what's wrong with you? We
Yeah,
appreciate it.
you have like serious. I think it's more serious problem than just watching us. Than
We are gonna start a second channel. It's gonna be called Therapy with the Wagner Bros, where we give you
the
therapy for
therapy
watching.
shits. Therapy shits with the Wagner
I
Bros.
like it. Anything we can get the toilet and Boris involved, we know he's gonna be in love with it. But yeah, guys, please like, subscribe, comment. Is Boris fat?